Taxes do not care that you just wanted to rent out your guest room and make a little extra cash. The second you start hosting, your city or county quietly starts treating you like a hotel. And hotels have a very specific relationship with something called occupancy tax. You might know it as transient lodging tax, hotel tax, or that mysterious line item on your Airbnb payout that makes your total look smaller than you expected. It is a tax that local governments charge on short-term stays, usually anywhere from 5% to 15%, and it exists because tourists use roads, parks, and emergency services just like everyone else, so someone has to pay for that. Here is the twist nobody tells you at the start. In a lot of places, you as the host are legally responsible for collecting and sending in that tax, even if the platform is the one processing the payment. Some platforms like Airbnb or Vrbo already collect and remit this tax automatically in certain cities, which feels like a gift from the universe. But in plenty of other jurisdictions, especially smaller towns or counties, that job falls entirely on you, and pretending it does not exist will not make it go away. So step one, and this is the boring but crucial part, is figuring out who actually wants your money. You will usually need to check with your city finance department, your county tax collector, and sometimes even your state. Because yes, 3 different governments can each want a slice. Registration usually means filling out an application to get what is often called a transient occupancy tax certificate or a hosting permit. Think of it like getting a hall pass, except instead of a teacher signing it, it is a government office. And instead of using it to skip class, you use it to legally rent out your home. Once you are registered, you get an account number, and this is where a lot of new hosts start to sweat because now there is a filing schedule involved. Most jurisdictions want you to report monthly or quarterly, meaning you tell them how many nights you rented and how much tax you collected, then you send them a check or pay online. Let us bust a myth right here because it trips people up constantly. Just because you did not have any bookings that month does not mean you get to skip the filing. Most places still want a $0 report, and ignoring it can quietly rack up penalties. Speaking of penalties, this is the part that turns a fun side hustle into a stressful phone call. Late filings can come with fines starting around $25 and climbing fast, plus interest, and some cities are shockingly good at tracking short-term rental listings even without you telling them a thing. Here is a little historical nugget for you. Occupancy taxes actually trace back to hotel taxes that cities started using decades ago, long before Airbnb existed, and when short-term rentals exploded in popularity, cities basically said, if it looks like a hotel and functions like a hotel, it gets taxed like a hotel. Now let us talk about the actual mechanics of remitting, because the word sounds scarier than it is. Remitting just means sending the money you already collected from guests to the government. You are basically a middleman holding funds temporarily, not paying out of your own pocket. A smart move that experienced hosts swear by is keeping that occupancy tax completely separate from your regular income the moment it comes in. Drop it into its own savings bucket the second a booking is paid. Because spending tax money you were supposed to hold on to is one of the fastest ways to create a very unpleasant surprise later. Doubt creeps in here for a lot of new hosts, because the process can look different in every single city, county, and state. That confusion is completely normal, and honestly, it is why so many hosts either call their local tax office directly or lean on software that automatically calculates and files for them. The real lesson underneath all of this is not about tax forms, it is about preparation. If you treat occupancy tax as part of your business from day one instead of an annoying surprise later, you avoid audits, penalties, and those anxious late-night searches typing your city name plus the words occupancy tax help. So next time someone tells you short-term rentals are just about pretty listing photos and good reviews, you will know the real behind-the-scenes work involves registration forms and remittance schedules. Do you want to learn more about how we help hosts navigate all of this? Check out our links in the description.